No, very interesting there. I think that's great, the panelists, and I know there are going to be some questions from our panelists as well, so I'm going to come to everyone. We do have delegates here all the way from Australia, all the way to Nairobi, so a real mixed bag in terms of the people who are attending this session, and I am going to go to some questions and mix them up a little bit. There was a question earlier from Evanson Najomo from Kenya, who asked a question. Now I know Liam was going to attempt to answer that question from Evanson. Did you have that question, Liam?
Can't see, it's popped off the screen. So.
Okay, it has got off the screen. Okay, so we'll come back to that a bit later. Dr. Pouria, you had a question.
Yeah, I mean, following what Khalid was saying, SRM is really important and taking care of suppliers. So we know that, I mean, when we are teaching supply chain management, we talk about supply chain flows, information flows, material flows. But one of the important things which is usually neglected is the money flow, the money that is flowing between supply chain actors. And usually the suppliers, as Liam said earlier on, these farmers, these producers are SMEs, and they need the money fast. So if there is a disruption in the money, then the period that Khalid explained, it's going to be longer. So then they won't be able to pay the bills. They need to dump their production. They will run out of business very soon. That is going to have an impact. I mean, we saw that in 2008 when the global recession was hit. And most companies, they did struggle, their suppliers did struggle as well. It took them longer time to bounce back and be able to, I mean, reach that area of normality that Khalid explained earlier on. But I can say we are lucky a little bit this time because oil prices are down at this time. In 2008, that global recession coincided with high price of oil, which made transportation extremely expensive for and moving goods and material flow from one point A to point B. But this time around, oil prices are down, so we can lower, and I think we can see once things get normal and we can move it.
This redefined go-to-market will affect those separate areas, and again, as better the automation level in your organization will help you studying any unprecedented behavior. We talked all of us about pricing a while ago, and pricing would change dramatically because it has to do with very quick changes in the government decisions and regulations, especially those weeks. So all of a sudden you're depending heavily on importing material that by government new law is no longer available because we will depend, for example, on local supply only. What would you do in that case? What is the price impact on those commodities that could affect my prices even to my customers? So the automation across the full cycle will help you even be ready to those quick changes and unprecedented changes, I would say, that could happen during those couple of months.